So that.
I
Did I
won't
kick that
turn
one
up.
out? I kicked it out. I don't know how to
What
get
did you
that
kick
back
out?
on there. Oh, nothing. That I think no, it's still there. I just have to switch it around
Yeah.
to get back on there. Let's get my phone going off there. Yeah, okay. Lee, you seem to be here now. I've just done all the intro and that on my own, and they're turned up, and it is
I know, I'm here.
water powered Lee today. WPL.
Yeah. WPL. My face is really fucking shiny, mate.
Have you been out in the been out moonbathing?
Oh, do you know what? Most lunchtimes I go out at St Catherine's Dock and I just sit there and eat my lunch, and it's quite
Why do
sunny.
you
But
always say that? Like you always say St Catherine's Dock, like that's a really posh place to be.
it
Like you're well
fucking
proud.
is a posh place.
Like you're well proud to be there.
It's quite an affluent area, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but there's me, my fucking Greg's fucking chicken mayo roll
Yeah.
with my Coke Zero.
The way you just randomly pop up on this podcast always crazies me up. Like 1 minute you're not there, the next minute you're there. You just appear as if like magic. It's not through edit or anything like that you just that you do that.
Yeah.
Welcome, water powered Lee.
Thank you.
But you're drinking. What are you drinking today?
So I've got a Glenlivet whiskey and Coke Zero. Do you know what? Right? People go, "Oh, do you drink whiskey just on its own on the rocks like that?" No, I don't. And for a fucking start, my mates ain't posh when they don't talk like that at all, right? So I don't
Who's your
drink
mates?
whiskey. Very few of them now.
Do you ever see any of the conspiracy crew?
Yeah, I got offered so they asked me if I wanted to go around somebody's house on Wednesday night, but I had to take the dogs to the vet for their 6 monthly checkup, so I couldn't go. But no, it's that's yeah. Do you drink it on the rocks, Lee? No, I don't drink it on the rocks. I drink it with Coke because I'm a fucking pussy, and
I don't drink anything. I drink beer. And when I've had enough of that, then I'll drink whatever anyone's going to the bar, whatever they get. I say, get me one of them. I don't care.
Yeah. Do you like cocktails?
If I'm hammered.
Yeah. No, cocktails that I'm gonna be completely a bit gay here. All right. Strawberry daiquiris.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
No. So, can I have a strawberry daiquiri, sir? Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. But you can't say that you're going to be a bit gay like there's something wrong with that.
That's racist.
That's racist. Have we got anyone watching us at the moment? I've got a
couple of people. It always builds up as the show goes along. Yeah. Right, so we got Stanley Meyer, whatever it is today we're going to be doing, yeah? So I've got some stuff to pull up here on him. So this person, for those people that don't know, by the way, I can hear myself reverbing back here. So can you turn your volume down a little bit on your headphones, so as it don't reverb back at myself? This person, Stanley, I can still hear it, but I will live with it. This person, Stanley Meyer, apparently the rumor has it, or the conspiracy has it, that he created or invented a car that run completely on water. Not just water, any water, like salt water, mineral water, anything. Yeah, it'll all work. It'll go through this thing. It's not gonna be an issue. This is literally the way. I don't imagine that something like that would exist. Do you?
No, I completely think it does exist. I know I was mucking about with you earlier saying twaddle car water car twaddle, but they would never let anything like this exist because there's just too much money in like the petrol and oil industry to even let this exist. They, yes.
So are the people at the top of the oil and petrol industry? Are they in with they?
100%. These are the people who do you know what I mean? I sound like my mate Shane. Whenever I say to my mate Shane, so like, really funny story quickly. On the way to Portugal, right? So your hand luggage has got to be a certain size, isn't it? It's got to be like 40 centimeters wide by 50 centimeters high, right?
Yeah.
So Shane rolls up to my brother's house with a case far bigger than that. And we was like, Shane, that's not hand luggage, mate. That's got to go in the hold. Have you got hold luggage like that? He's like, no, mate. He went, 100%. He went, I phoned EasyJet and asked them, and they said it's fine, right? So we was just pissing ourselves laughing. We got there. We went, Shane, see if it fits in the sizer thing. When you go there, to see if it fits in the overhead thing. And he was like, yeah. So this woman from EasyJet coming on was trying to assist him, and she went, that's not going to fit. And he went 100%. I've phoned EasyJet and they said it's fine. She went, no, sir. She went, I'm really sorry. That has to go in the hold. Have you paid for a bag to go in the hold? He went, no. She went, well, you're gonna have to either pay for a bag to go in the hold, or swap with someone who has, and just take a few bits out your case and do it that way. So we're there sorting out this fucking case of mate Shane. And he's the kind of guy who go, no, 100%. They said yes. Shane, you're a fucking bullshitter. So Shane, he has made.
So Shane,
you just made the list.
It's on the list. I don't know who you are, Shane, but you just made the list for doing that.
Shane Atkins.
I would never take that risk when I'm going on holiday. Like I would always make sure I know exactly what's happening. I'm not going to be caught with any charges or anything like that. If I've got a car hire, I'll pay for everything up front. I just have to do that. Right, we need to get on with this topic then. So let's bring this up. Where is it like that? No, it's not like that. Is it like that? That's the one I want. Right, so this is Stanley Meyer, and this is the story. So it says, who is Stanley Meyer? Or who was, sorry, because he's now deceased. There he is.
Yeah.
The Mayor of Stanley, right? Stanley Allen Meyer, born on the August the 24th, 1940. He lived in Columbus, East Side. Area for so it's a bit of a slightly more manly Mike Tyson there for a minute. And most of his life. Later, he moved to Grandview Heights, where he completed his education. Stanley was a religious man. There you go. Was fond of creating something new. After completing his graduation, he joined the military and applied to Ohio State University. Stanley Meyer owned many patents, which included in the field of banking. What does that mean? Which included in the field of banking, oceanography, and cardiac monitoring. So, hang on a minute. So he was a heart surgeon, a diver, and a banker.
Yeah. It's man of many skills.
Yeah. His most popular and talked about is the patent of a hydrogen car. In 1989, Meyer's patents were given special preference and were usually put in action within 8 months of release. Usually, why do I struggle with this word? Patents take more than a year before they are put into action.
Simpsons.
Yes, I was calling them the symptoms. Stanley has more than 200,000 patents into his name to this date. There's the hydrogen car. Like, why would you want to drive around in a car that looked like that? Honestly,
I know that is pretty lame. It looks like a drag car.
Yeah, it does. But if that's the only way, you could make it, then that's no wonder it didn't sell and no one wanted one.
Yeah.
In 1975, oil prices in the USA were rising every day. What do you mean in 1975 that was happening? Okay, now, has anyone seen petrol prices these days? Oh, I had to get a tank of petrol today, and it was 166.9, and that's like usually around 114.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Petrol is normally around 114. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been for most of my life since I've been driving anyway. But actually, when I first started driving, it was about 80p. But I expect it to be around about a quid, like sort of either side of a quid all the time. The prices were so high that car sales literally dropped to zero. That ain't happening. But it's so expensive to get a car now, and it's so expensive to fill your car up that I don't know why they're not dropping to zero. The US government was under a lot of pressure as Saudi Arabia had cut its oil supply to the United States. Many organizations went bankrupt and the American automotive industry took a major hit. During this time, Stanley Meyer thought of doing something new. He wanted to develop something that would revolutionize the entire auto industry. He wanted to cut dependency on oil and fossil fuels. Did he though, or did he want to make a load of money for himself?
He wanted to make a load of money for himself, inventing this machine that could run on water.
Yeah, exactly. So he thought that would make me an absolute fortune. Not, you know what I really want? I really care about the environment. In the 70s, you did. In the 80s, you did. Mind you, the first time I heard about global warming and whatnot was the 80s. So it could have But I don't think he wouldn't have been, what do we call it?
Stop fucking virtual signalling.
He wouldn't have been doing that in the 80s because there'd be no one to
I just want to say this quickly about virtual signalling, right? Have you ever seen the sign I've done?
What do you mean? The as you come in, like the Hollywood sign, but Basildon.
Yeah.
Shit, innit?
Yeah, Ukraine.
What do you mean? What it's done up in those?
Yes, you done up in Ukraine colours.
Was it the whole world voted for you? No, I've not been past there for ages. Yeah. So the Ukraine won the Eurovision, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, that is a token win through and through. That completely token win.
Everybody knows it as well.
Yeah.
Right. Meyer said it became imperative that we must try to bring an alternative fuel source and do it very quickly. This is when he designed a device that could power cars with water. The water used would split into two parts of hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. The hydrogen would be used to power the wheels, while the remaining oxygen would be released back into the atmosphere. Thus, the hydrogen car would also be environment friendly and as opposed to a fuel car that has harmful emissions. That wasn't why he made it. He didn't make it for that fucking reason. Stop pretending that we really want to save the planet. Yeah. I've got a news flash for everybody, right? The planet's going to be just fine. We'll all die if there's for the planet. We're not saving the planet. The planet don't give a shit.
100% agree.
The planet's just going to be a floating rock regardless.
Yeah.
Right? But it's just us that we're killing. So if we're killing ourselves, that's our right. A woman's right to choose, as that woman says.
Can you have an abortion 2 years after fucking having a baby? Yes, it's a woman's right.
Yeah, I know.
It's her choice.
Yeah. Stanley's mechanism was revolutionary. The mechanism could end the United States oil dependency just by using, and the world's, if anyone cared about it, you know what I mean? They put it around the world. Just by using water and saving trillions of dollars, it would also reduce the threat of global warming by emitting oxygen. Would it though? But cows still fart, don't they?
Yeah.
So why are we pretending that this would achieve, really, cars on the road? How big of a problem is that?
I don't think it's a big problem.
If that was just the only thing that was causing the global warming, what they say, then if then it wouldn't be changing. So there's got to be loads of they reckon that's why they're trying to cut down on beef and stuff, because cow farting is the main problem.
Oh, what a fucking load of twaddle. Let's talk about China. Let's talk about how much they're fucking polluting the earth.
All right, let's talk about
China.
Go for it. How much are they polluting the earth?
So America's fucking answer to saving the planet. I know what we'll do. We'll ship all our work over to China so they can pollute the earth over there, and we'll lower our emissions here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the same old scenario that we talk about, isn't it? It's like, do you remember the days where you had a calf and you had a smoking bit and a non-smoking? It's like the smoke couldn't go over to the non-smoking bit because it knew it was non-smoking. It's like, what a load of fucking bullshit.
We could do this with the Rona masks, couldn't we?
Yeah.
But we're on a tube of you, so we can't.
Yeah.
Meyer then built a buggy that was powered by water. A brand new hydrogen power car was demonstrated across the United States. Was it what? He went state to state on water, did he? And demonstrated.
See,
his car?
I've never seen a video of it actually work. So I was looking for like a documentary. You know what I'm like? When you say to me that we're going to do this, I always find a documentary.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really find any documentary. I just found this German guy or Norwegian guy just talking about it in a really annoying voice, and I was like, and he didn't really show anything. He was just literally slagging it off. But
I've seen stuff like this because if you look at the Wikipedia of Wiki about this, they say that this debunks he didn't have a car, it didn't work, it was a lie, and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know whether this will get to.
Matt, you're just a shill. You're just a shill. You're just debunking false claims.
I am just debunking it. So everyone was impressed with his revolutionary I weren't. I don't remember anyone asking me. Like, when they say everyone was impressed, I don't remember them knocking on my door and saying, are you impressed with this? Because if they said that to me, I'd have said, I ain't impressed with that. In fact, if they'd have knocked on my door, I'd have said,
If you want some, I'll give it you.
I'd have thrown them down the street. These people would still... if they'd have said, am I impressed with what? And I'd say, let's say this hydrogen car. And I'd say,
You just made the list.
so bothering me with that shit on my doorstep. Fuck off. All right. So everyone was impressed, apparently.
Yeah.
Meyer's buggy was demonstrated in a news report on an Ohio TV station. During the demonstration, Meyer claimed that his hydrogen car would use only 22 gallons, that's 83 litres of water, to travel from Los Angeles to New York. Fraud claims and lawsuits, right? Meyer sold dealerships to investors who could use the water fuel technology. Things started to take a twist when Meyer made excuses to get his car examined by expert witness Michael Lawton. Michael Lawton is a professor of engineering at Queen Mary University of London. Lawton considered Meyer's excuses as lame. I wonder if he had a car, like, or he just had like a chair of wheels that slipped on the ice and called that a water-powered car. Someone just sort of skidded him down the hill in it.
Do you know what? Talking about wheels, right? Just quickly, if you walk through fucking London, right, you don't. It's not cars you have to dodge. It's bikes and what's the things they drive around in India? The old
what, the little taxi things?
Yeah, I forget what they're called, and they've got shitloads of them in London now.
Wow, yeah. Do they ride them? Or like, as a bike?
They ride them. Yeah. When you cross a road, you're not looking for cars. You're looking to get hit by a fucking bike. That's what you're looking. Yeah, or a scooter, like an electric scooter.
I ain't really seen them up London. Electric scooters. Oh, I see a bloke come out the other day in a van and pick up the electric scooter. There's actually a job that exists that people go out in a van, and all these electric scooters that people don't return. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't return them. They just dump them wherever they live. They probably... still don't know. If anyone knows, if anyone's listening to this and you know how those electric scooters work, let me know in the comments. And because I want to know. Because what I'd actually like is a job to go around collecting them. I think that'd be an ideal job for me.
It would be, wouldn't it? It'd be a fucking easy job. I think they've got like a satellite thing on, like I don't know, something like that, where they can locate where they are, and then they go and pick them up and then put them, because they put them around places like
GPS. You're after,
GPS. So they've got a place now where the bike shop is next to Tesco. Yeah, they've got a load there. So yeah, what's it? Electric scooters don't work on a globe.
Who's this?
Themod Hot Hater. Who's here? Who is this fucking freak? I don't know who he is. Charlie Costa's parts up there. Oh, here he is.
Well, Charlie, if you do that, then you won't be able to join in with a chat, will you? Go back to the beginning at the end. There's a good idea for you. Thermod Hatter, there's flat Earth. It's not a flat Earth debate. We can have a flat Earth debate if you want. I'm not that fast.
Yeah. I'm not really up for a flat Earth debate, because I'll be honest with you, I've not really...
I've watched tons of flat Earth debates, and every time you watch an actual flat Earth debate between two people that actually know what they're talking about, flat Earth loses. That's what I've learned. Right, so in court, Meyer's work had examined the three witnesses who claimed that his work is nothing revolutionary. Why did no one else come out with it then? If it was nothing revolutionary, there's nothing revolutionary about this Stanley Meyer's work. Well, where's your work then? Why didn't you bring out a car that ran on water? The witnesses claimed that Meyer was simply using conventional electrolysis, which is nothing new. I think it's about time now. I'm gonna play this little video, right? So because people are saying that this was nothing new, but what I saw, if this was the car running on the actual, hang on, I've nearly removed you. Then that's no good, is it? Let me just do this a minute. I've just got to remove that, and then if we stop share, if we go to this car. Share screen, and there's a little video of this bloke actually testing this car out. Here it is here, right? And this is a news story from, like, it looks like ancient times, but I think this is 1998. That's how fucking old I feel. Oh, right. So look how old that looks, right? How's it going, Adam? And this is the video of them testing out this very car on the news report back in, I think this was 1998. There's no sound.
Dream becoming a reality.
You hear that, Lee?
A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable. He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, they use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
Meyer started working on this project 4 years ago. He's not a scientist. He isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
And we have calculated that if we take the dune buggy from Los Angeles to New York, we would roughly use 22 gallons of water.
Is that a lot or not?
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel in last week to look at Meyer's invention. There's talk of possibly
if you're not near the
using it in
coast.
Star Wars defense program and to run army tanks. Myers is currently perfecting a water fuel cell for cars. It will cost about $1,500. He says it won't need any maintenance, and you won't have to replace it. It'll be at least 2 years before the fuel system goes into mass production.
What's Apollo
The day
Creed
it
doing in
happens,
the
we
car?
won the
I
fuel
know,
industry
yeah.
hates, but it'll put a smile on the face of those who've had to say at one time or another, fill her
Axel
up.
Foley.
I'm Ralph Robinson.
As you can see,
Fill her up, right? So, so there's that then, right? So what a brilliant idea! Imagine how much better the environment would be. But then a bit like, as I was just saying there, like water is a precious commodity now.
Yeah.
Imagine how much precious it would be if you actually run cars on it. It'd be as expensive as fucking. It'd be water pumps instead of petrol pumps.
Yeah.
And we'd all be fucking dying of thirst because it'd be fucking. How much water can I get? Should I get some water? Yeah, but that's 166 a litre, mate.
Imagine how
Whatever it
Putin would be fucked, wouldn't he, if that was to come to fruition? Because he provides all the gas and everything else, doesn't he? So
Yeah.
he wouldn't have any excuse.
I don't know, Charlie Costa here. Why am I not getting notifications anymore? Yeah, I don't know. It's not down to me. I was getting notifications. I think you've liked you need to like and follow the group on the Book of Face, and then I think you'll get notifications. Same as Adam and anyone that's on the Facebook watching. I don't know. YouTube don't like me, Charlie. So you're better off watching it through Facebook, and I think they notify you exactly when it's going to start and things like that. I don't know who Thermod Hatter is.
I know, yeah. Who is this guy? Who is this person? Is it guy? Is it girl?
I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people took a while to get here today. I was thinking, like, there's no notifications being chucked out to everybody. YouTube's just such a wanker, isn't it? It's like really bad. Yeah, so what do you think about that video then, Lee?
So
you saw the car working there, so what have you changed your mind?
Saw the car working, but is it really a water power car? I don't know. I've heard rumours. Well, down the great. I'm talking like I fucking know people know anything about this. So the documentaries and the videos that I've watched has said it doesn't work.
Tell me what you found out, and I'll carry on with the article after.
Right. So when he died, they actually tested the car and it actually didn't work. Right. That's what I heard.
Because I still need to get to his death.
Yeah.
Right, I was back on that one, wasn't I? So let's read on then.
Adam West sexing it up again. Look, Lee, you sound fucking sexy. I know, mate. I sound like a fucking bunged up fucking prick.
That's because you got the monkeypox.
I know, yeah. Do you know what? I had a spot on my leg the other day, and Emma looked at it, and she saw your notification on Instagram about monkeypox or Facebook monkeypox, and she said it looked exactly like monkeypox, like this white head I had on my leg, and it was huge.
Have you got
and
the pox?
No,
the pox of monkey.
No, and she texted me. She went, "You sure you ain't got monkeypox?" I went, "Fuck off with the monkeypox."
Yeah.
It's a white head. It's nothing else.
Right, here we go.
Yeah.
Hang on. So we got. So for some reason he got. Do you know why he got sued for gross and egregious fraud?
I have
And
no
he was ordered
idea.
to repay 250 or 25 grand to the investors. So people invested in his car.
Right. So the rumor that I heard about this. So the rumor was it didn't work, and the people who invested actually in the experiment and the car and things like that actually got pissed off, and that's another theory, and that's how he got murdered or something like that because he had so much money.
We haven't got to the murder yet. It's supposed to be a big mystery thing here, so fucking calm down with that. No.
Yeah. Well, that's it from me. Mate, I think that fucking whiskey's got my head a bit. I'm like, yeah.
I've only had like not even a pint and a half of the old Wiser of Bud here.
I'm a fucking Lenny, mate. Complete
right.
Lenny lightweight.
You are a Lenny lightweight. There's no one's got notified. People are starting to arrive now. I don't know what you need to do, Charlie. Everyone that's watching this on the tube of you, if you didn't get notified, then you need to click on the notification button when you subscribe, and I think you get notified in advance. I don't know if you've all done that. I don't know how YouTube works. It doesn't like me very much.
You can prioritize. You can literally click on it and personalize or prioritize. Like you get notification when it gets sent to you.
Prioritize to make sure you get it for next time.
Yeah.
So Adam's giving it. Oh God, not the monkeypox. Here we go again. Yeah, I know the monkeypox.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's seen. I can't really talk about it on the YouTube, but I just remembered where I was there. But go look up the PDF on the planned the thing that they all did last year, planning for monkeypox that would have started potentially if they was on the 15th of May, which was weird. Anyway, go and look it up. Some people still backed Mayer's work and were defending him. One of such people was a judge named Roger Hurley. Hurley said, I would not represent someone who I would consider to be a shyster or a bum. What do you mean a bum? Is that how a judge speaks? It sounds like a boxer that talks like that.
But what is
Roger Hurley? Roger Hurley, why are you still back in Roger? Are you still back in what's his name? Stanley Meyer. And then he goes, I would not represent someone I wouldn't consider to be a shyster or a damn bum. You're a damn bum. He was a nice guy. You ain't a judge, mate. You're the fucking sheriff out of Cannonball Run.
I'm a shyster. What is a shyster?
I don't know.
Like, what is a shyster? Is he fucking half German, half American? You fucking shyster.
Urban R shyster.
Why do I sound Irish when I say that?
You fucking shyster. Irish.
You fucking only on St. Patrick's Day.
Are you IRS?
IRS, yeah.
Right. There we go. So there we get onto his mysterious death. Right. So it goes, did Stanley Meyer die because he knew how to turn water into fuel? Right. I don't buy this because surely somebody else, mind you, I was about to say, surely there's plenty of intelligent people in the world that could have the ability to get this technology and run cars on water.
Yeah.
However, if you know certain death happens when you do that, would you take that technology on?
This is what I was thinking. I was just thinking to myself, so this guy ran a car on water, right? So so all these great minds around the world, surely they can duplicate the same thing.
All right.
So,
well, he had patents though, didn't he?
Yeah, but the thing is, you can still duplicate it, but not call it the same thing and get away with the patent.
Yeah, depends on what technology you're using. It depends what you're patenting.
Yeah.
Like, so basically, if you patent something, the only thing in it that would make the whole thing work, and you say that's mine, and no one else is allowed to steal that idea, then they can't steal that idea, regardless of what else they can use. There's probably a workaround. Like patents are. Inventors are clever. On March 20th of March. So go on. Yeah. What?
No, I was going to say to this. Well, Adam West said it here that pisses all over goodbye Tesla, right? So Tesla invented free renewable energy, right? He mysteriously died, And the guy who has the patent for that now is Jacob Rothschild.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think about the Musk of Elon?
I think, do you know what? He's a fucking clever guy. I was only like looking at his like history the other day, like on the gram of Insta, and like in a
But
matter
what I
of
mean
like,
is, do you think he's for good or for bad?
well, if you speak to like big time conspiracy theorists, they will say he's paid opposition.
He's a shill, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shill, yeah. But for me, right, I just think he's a very fucking clever guy who's just made a shitload of money at being fucking clever. And you can't knock someone for being like that. Who the fuck, right? I'm sorry, but who goes on like from 2000, I think it was like 2015 or 14 or 15, worth 22 million to now is worth 140 or 44 billion.
Yeah, people don't
You
like
can't-
him. Like people think that he's like he's bought the Twitter,
Yeah.
and that's not a good thing. People think it's a good thing, but it's not a good.
I
thing.
think it's a good thing because like what he's
But I've
saying
seen
is
him
he wants to
talking-
give the freedom of speech back to people.
That's what he says. But I've seen
Yeah.
him talking about universal basic income.
Yeah.
And he was saying it like it's something he's pushing for. So everyone should just get paid by the government to do nothing because robots are going to take all the jobs.
Well, eventually, I think that's what's going to happen anyway. Because if you look at the technology, the way it's gone, and like we spoke about this a little while ago, like how fast technology is actually coming. In the end, you're going to have like with all these factory things, like you go in an Amazon factory now, it's robots. It's one person manning a robot picking the things. Do you know what I mean? And that's what's going to happen. Making cars, you've got robots making cars. You've got robots doing a lot of things. And it's not going to be. It's going to be a very short time where you're going to have like that, like the thing about RoboCop is going to be coming on the streets and stuff like that because that's the way the world is going.
You think
like
we're going to have RoboCop?
I think no.
Seriously?
Not
looks like
RoboCop per se, but I just think to myself like they're always trying to make ways of trying to have less people doing things because for people to do things, they have to pay them. A robot you don't have to pay to do things. If you look at the military now, like the Air Force, it's got a lot of drones and stuff like that, and you got one man like flying a drone from his fucking living room or something like that, or not literally his living room, but you know what I mean. But that's the way it's going. People want to get paid to do work. Robots don't need to be paid. So the cost is going to be like long term is going to be less than having a person doing something. Yeah. It's a shit way because as people like as people we're like hunter gatherers. We want to be doing something constructive because as like I don't know if this is going to fall in the remit of masculine toxicity of
hang on toxic masculinity. What did you just say? Masculine toxicity, right? I've never ever right for that. Yeah, there's two things I've got to do to you.
You just made the list again.
That's the first one, and the second one is this.
I am so fucking inept.
Never heard you fuck a phrase up so much as that. Fuck me. Toxic. What did you say? Masculine toxicity.
Masculine toxicity or something.
Toxic masculinity.
Whatever it is, anyway.
Well, Charlie said here, if this did exist, it would stop wars. It would destroy the world's economy. If what existed, I don't know what you're talking about with that one. Elaborate. Yeah. We've got one here from Adam West. Batman. If you can't make any money off water, I know that joke I just did about Batman. You've probably heard that 1 trillion times. I'll apologise for my lameness. If you can't make any money off water, if you can get it from a pond, lake, or any water source, or collect it from the rain buckets in the garden. Need to go out in the car, love. What's it talking about? Or I have no fuel. Don't worry. Let's get the tap. Yeah, I know what you mean. Do his charge. I get that, but because it's running everything. Because it's running everything, then it would make it more expensive, wouldn't it? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because water isn't free now. We're still paying for water as it is. But if water run cars and it run planes and it run everything, water would go through the roof. The fucking cost of water. To have a bath would cost you a fortune because they think. I am the Batman. Thank you, Matt. It was so original. Yeah, I know. I can't help it. Has he got a Batman picture there of himself? I don't know. But
I don't know.
yeah,
a
I know. I don't know whether water because whenever I went to a museum of history once, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was somewhere one of the museums down London, down the Lon of Don.
History of the natural.
Yeah, and they was banging on about water being like the next crisis, the next thing people are going to fight over because there's a shortage of water, etc.
Yeah.
So if it was running cars, there'd be an even bigger shortage of water, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
But then I watched.
Would there be a shortage of water?
Exactly. Then I watched. Then this is what they tell you. Oh yeah, because we can't convert seawater. Blah 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 blah. And then I watched wild. What's it called? The Ben Fogle show. When Ben Fogle goes and lives with people in the wild, right?
Yeah.
And everyone on the islands on their own get a water desalter. Like it takes the salt out of the water and they use it as drinking water. They just pump it from the sea and that's their water.
Yeah.
They drink it and everything.
They do. So
if simple people, poor people on islands on their own can do that, then we can do that. So we haven't got a shortage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like when I say shortage of water, like I've always said this, like water is a God-given right. It should be free. Why the fuck are we paying for it? Do you know what I mean?
I don't remember water being in the Bible.
You unbelievable clown.
He turned water to wine.
Did they?
Yeah.
Imagine you could run a car on wine. Rosé, maybe.
Yeah, rosé, yeah.
Well, let's bang on it. Let's get to his mysterious death anyway. On the 20th of March 98, Meyer had, or Mia, whatever his name is, had a meeting with two Belgian investors. The meeting was held at Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. I've been to America. Cracker Barrel is like going to eat. They call it a restaurant, but it's like going to eat at Burger King. It's not a restaurant. Where Stanley's brother was also present. His brother Stephen. Are they trying to? They're mentioning his brother. Why are they doing that? They're trying to say Stephen poisoned him.
Yeah.
At the dinner table, they all had a toast. After which Stanley ran outside holding his throat. Why would you run outside? Why would you do that? Like someone outside's going to cure you of this. I'm dying. I need to get outside immediately to get rid of this. You're right where you are, mate. It's not going to make any difference. He told his brother he'd been poisoned. This is what Stanley's brother, Stephen Meyer, said. Stanley took a sip of cranberry juice. Could have been anaphylactic shock then.
Yeah.
He grabbed his neck, bolted out of the door, dropped to his knees, vomited violently. Do you vomit like friendly then?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a friendly vomit?
I've never even vomited violently. I've just literally gone over the toilet.
I was vomiting once, and like two bits of vomit started fighting it, like clotheslining each other.
Yeah, I vomited timidly.
Yeah, I did. I ran outside, asked him what's wrong. He said they poisoned me. That was his dying declaration, apparently.
Yeah.
So there's an investigation into which lasted 3 months. Later, the Grove City Police went with the Franklin County coroner report that Stanley Meyer died of cerebral aneurysm. That's a brain aneurysm.
The cerebral assassin.
Yeah.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Was Stanley Meyer murdered? So what do you think, Lee? Because before I read that out.
It well could be. Going back to the Tesla thing, because apparently there's a conspiracy that Tesla's murdered. And if you think the amount of money that people would have lost through like the petrol and oil industry, then yes, in that instance he could have been taken out.
Yeah,
I'm quite surprised they didn't hang him from a door handle.
But it doesn't make any sense that he died of a brain aneurysm. Who could poison him to die of a brain aneurysm?
But this is the thing, right? So on his medical records, he had high blood pressure and things like that. right?
Yeah.
So if you're someone,
Well, that's what his medical record says: high blood pressure and things like that.
Yeah.
Is that what it said? Two things. You got two things wrong with you. High blood pressure. What else I got wrong with me? Oh, things like that, you know.
You unbelievable clown.
I would be a great doctor, wouldn't I?
I would,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, what's wrong with you? Am I dying? Yeah. No, you're not dying. Just got
what
high
else
blood
is like
pressure.
high blood pressure then, Lee, to be things like that?
Yeah.
What else is like that?
Uh,
Exactly.
right now.
I am so fucking inept.
Oh,
Being
mate,
an
I'm
inept
more in that
doctor.
this week than I was last week.
I know it's because you've had a
Fucking
drink
hell.
this week.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But what I'm saying is like, they could have looked at his medical records and things like that.
What are you laughing at?
And thought to ourselves, right, we need to inject him or poison with something that's gonna like give him symptoms of like death that he had from underlying medical conditions.
Underlying, not underlining. You're
Underlining.
not drawing a line under a word.
I am. I'm
Underlying means
I'm
something you
drawing it,
don't
Matt.
know about.
Look, this is my language. It's my world.
I am so fucking inept.
Okay, now.
Oh mate, I've got a pain in the back of my head where I'm laughing so much. It's fucking making my brain ache.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're making my brain ache. I'm a prime candidate for a cerebral aneurysm at the moment.
Yeah,
My brain's
from
aching so much.
Triple H.
You know why? Because I got high blood pressure and all that and stuff like that. That's what my doctor told me the other day.
From Triple H, right?
Yeah. Triple H. I wish I haven't got any Triple H things.
China.
Let's play that instead.
Yeah.
Oh, what else you got? So Adam, I just want to address Adam West here. Adam West said, haha, water is over the firmament. It's not, Adam, because we don't live on a flat earth. Just you can see me and Lee are flying through space here as we're speaking. If that ain't proof enough for you, I don't know what you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Adam's the flat earther, isn't he?
He is one of them. There's a few flat earthers that listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they listen, to be honest.
No,
They must just forgive us for our flat earth opinions.
Yeah. Do you know what, right, Adam? I couldn't give a shit whether the earth is flat or round. Long as it don't affect my wages.
Exactly. Methanol. Oh, go Charlie. See, Charlie, we've got a doctor in the house. Charlie Costa, a bit of medical here, says methanol causes brain hemorrhages. So someone's giving him methanol. It's caused a brain hemorrhage.
Fact?
Well, that's what Charlie says. As far as listen to put it this way, I'd rather listen to that comment than you saying he had blood pressure and stuff like that. So that sounds reasonable to me, right?
Yeah.
So let's read what else it says here.
Where's methanol? I've no idea what methanol is.
Right, here we go. So it says some people believe that the reason behind Mayer's death was due to his parents, which had unwanted. Oh, his patent, not his parents. His patents. His parents.
Hell, you're so
His
inept.
parents had a podcast and they were slagging off the government on there, so they killed their son, which had unwanted attention from governments. Meyer used to have multiple meetings with mysterious visitors from different countries. What do you mean? What, the men in black? They turned up, did they?
Yeah,
Mayer's brother said that the Belgian investors knew about Stanley's murder. They had no reaction when they were told about Stanley's death. He said, I told them Stan died. And they never said a word, absolutely nothing, no condolences, no questions. I never ever had a trust of those two men again.
Do you reckon Eminem's original song "Stan" was about Stanley Meyer's?
I think it probably was actually.
Yeah.
All of Meyer's patents, not parents, had expired. His inventions are free for public use without any restrictions. No car manufacturer has ever used any of Meyer's work. What's that?
Charlie Costa. I googled it.
All right. Yeah, that's what you should do, Lee.
Yeah,
the goo of Gaul. And the car models after Mayer's work. He was ignored, called a fraud, and died with his without his small hometown even remembering him with so much of a plaque. What he did, he had good teeth then, did he? No plaque on them. James Roby considers Stanley Meyer very special and wants a permanent place for Meyer in his Kentucky water fuel museum. There's a water fuel museum. Does anybody like
No, I don't know.
No. Right, I'll take that off.
Things like that.
That's the end of that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I googled it. Adam, I think the world is pear-shaped and the water circle. Adam, you're talking twaddle. Like, no one says the world is pear-shaped. It's slightly. I'm not going to get into it with you. If you want to believe the world is, if you think that the world being a sphere floating in space is more ridiculous than thinking that it's a snow globe with glass over the top of it, a man on a cloud saying there's a sun and moon that spin round inside there, the sun goes faster in the winter and slower in the summer, makes two different circles, knows where to go, and all this twaddle, you believe it, mate. But yours ain't any more sensible than the globe. So don't make out that anybody else is an idiot for believing anything when you think everybody has their own personal star globe to make the southern hemisphere work. If you believe that, don't laugh at anybody else. Simple as that. No, and I'll end it there.
Yeah.
I don't care about Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a dickhead. As far as I'm concerned, you can't. There you go.
Was he say score?
Yeah, I know. He loves us talking about flat Earth.
Yeah.
I just think it's insane.
Adam should come on the show one day. I'm not going to debate you, Adam, because you'd probably wipe the floor with me because I'm so inept.
But you haven't done any. Like I've done more research than any flat earther out there. I know you have. I've done, and that's why I've not dismissed it. Like I've always gone backwards and forwards with it and think, I can't actually disprove that what's being said. But now I'll actually watch debates between people that know what they're talking about here and know what they're talking about here. There is no doubt for me whatsoever.
I favour Professor Dave.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like if you watch, it's the debates. Debates will tell you everything. See who runs away. That's the debate. That's how you know, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to this. Stanley Meyer, is he? I'm not talking about Adam West.
You just made the list.
I'm not. I don't want to go on about flat Earth anymore. You're never going to make me a flat earther. Yeah.
You go with this on the best research as fact.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Every single experiment that's ever been done proves the globe. Flat earthers have never done an experiment. You watch YouTube and say, that's true, because I see it on YouTube. There's people... Adam, I need to ask you a question, right? I don't want to get into this too much with you, but do you genuinely believe that you are more intelligent than every physicist and scientist in the world? Do you believe that? If so, I ain't the delusional one. Because they'll just go to work and get paid a fortune to sit under a set of coats in the corner. They don't do anything really. Unbelievable. You unbelievable clown. I'm going to play it, actually, just for Adam there. I like Adam.
Unbelievable clown.
I like Adam. Adam gives me loads of ideas for this show, but I do not agree with him on the earth. And you cannot say that I'm clinging to my ball because I couldn't care less what the shape of the earth is. But I do watch debates and I do see what happens in those debates, and that's where I get my opinions from. Thanks, Adam. I accept your apology. All right. Anyway, do you want to do Hate of the Week?
Yeah. Let's do it live, though. Let's do it.
We do it live.
Yeah.
Okay. Has anybody got before we get on to Hate of the Week, Adam West? If you ain't about flat Earth, have you got a Hate of the Week you want to write? Get writing now, and we'll include it. Or Charlie, or anyone else that's listening. I don't know. People just keep jumping in and jumping out here. So if anyone's got a Hate of the Week, let me know and read out your Hate of the Week. But we're going to get on and do ours right now as soon as I can find the little link here. There you go.
Shut up and sit down.
You say you hate the smell of cigarette smoke.
Hate everything about you.
I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now.
Hate of the Week. What's your Hate of the Week, Lee?
Oh, my hate. Do you know what? I've got my Hate of the Week this morning. I know I spoke about another Hate of the Week. I could do two if you want, but I'll do this one first because it really fucking pissed me off this morning. Right, I got up. I didn't really sleep well. Yes, assholes who shout about abuse of you in your car going to
Okay. We'll do that.
Yeah. So the new lottery winners. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
180 million. Right. 180 million. GMB on this morning. They're fucking on there on a interview with some fucking twat who's absolutely soaking up this fucking segment. Would you go public if you won 180 million?
Would I go public? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, right? Nor would I, right? In the best of times. So
you know what? I've always said this, and it doesn't matter. 180 million, 1 million, 2 million, whatever. Doesn't make any difference to me. What I would do is tell a complete lie about how I've just got a much better job away from here, and don't tell anybody that I've won any money, but make out that I'm better off now because I've got a good job.
Yeah.
And then you can still trust anyone that wants to stay in your life. If you've suddenly got loads of money, everyone will be your mate, and you'd be like, I don't really like anybody because they only want me. Like, for 100 odd million, there's absolutely no way I'd go public with any amount of win. I just wouldn't.
Nah. But the thing is, I want people to sponge off these people and just fucking take them for every fucking penny they got for this fucking reason. You wouldn't go public in the best of times, right? In the best economic times like you've ever this world's ever been in, right? If you won 180 million. There's people out there who are fucking struggling to put food on the table, dress their kids and whatnot, right? Legitimate
They must
people,
really be struggling because they haven't even got plates.
Yeah, they put it straight on the table.
Straight on the table. And they're struggling to do that.
Yeah. And you got these pair of fucking twats who go on fucking GMB, Good Morning Britain for our fucking American listeners, bragging that they've won 180 million, right? And that really fucking pissed me off because I was like, to you fucking pair of cunts, right? Yeah. You're bragging you've got 180 million just won in a time where people are absolutely struggling with fuel, the rising cost in fuel prices, energy costs and things like that. And you go on fucking GMB. And that what really pissed me off about it as well. Good Morning Britain are fucking lapping this up with that. No empathy for their listeners, right? Are the good working people in this country. Like, I sound like a complete cunt saying that.
You do. The great British public.
Oh, mate, I sounded like a proper cunt. I went on a tangent on my fucking rant and sounded like a right old cunt.
The great British public, they get out, they dust themselves down, and they go to work and they earn an honest living. Well, fuck off.
Yeah, honestly, mate, I had to stop it. Right, I'm going to stop myself there because I'm sounding like a cunt now. Well, I sound like a cunt all the time.
Yeah, just carry on your point without doing all that twaddle.
Right. So it just pissed me off in that regard because, like, don't get me wrong. So I'm all right. There's a lot of people out there who's all right, but there's also a hell of a lot of people out there who this rise in inflation has really affected them, and by the government not helping in or delaying their help in any way, shape, or form to giving people money to just help them get past this tough period. And you've got these pair of cunts on.
You're almost slipping back into it again with that stuff.
Yeah,
the tough period stuff.
Yeah, but no, but you just got these fucking pair of cunts on telly. Yeah, you've got 180 million, right? Stop.
You know what? Like, their house is worth 600 grand anyway. Did you see that? That they're already
I see
well
their
off.
fucking house. Yeah.
I don't begrudge them. They bought a ticket like everyone else. I'm not going to fucking say
I know
don't think they should have gone public.
No. But I'm happy for them to win. I'm happy for anyone to win. Yeah. But don't brag about it, especially not this time in the world. Do you know what I mean? You don't. It's what you don't do. You don't brag about it in the best of times. If I won 180 million, I'll be like, Matt, look, I'll let you know because you're a fucking good mate of mine. I've won this much money.
If you win 180 million, I want at least one of them millions,
mate. Yeah, exactly. What can I honestly do with 180 million?
Nothing. Exactly.
As long as I've got a couple of mil for me in the bank,
couple of mil.
The rest, I don't give a Couple of mil.
Couple of mil.
Yeah, cut the cans.
I've got quickly. Adam, Charlie Costa's here saying it is Adam going on the SpaceX public trip to space later this year. Now Adam will do that thing that all flat earthers do and say, "Well, I can't afford it."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone that takes a video of it has a fisheye lens.
Yeah.
I got some feedback here, right where we're in the middle of a hate of the week here. Sorry, I'm not meaning to rip on you, Adam. I know you could take it. We're only pissing about. It says Troy Stemple, right? I've just got this through. I've just invited him in here to come view this. I don't know if he's going to come in. Yeah. He said, "Hey guys, just discovered your podcast this week, and I have to say, what a good time I have listening to you guys fuck about and rant on so many topics. I stopped listening to the Rogan podcast and have strictly been following you lot. I love the Daily What. I've got to say, I agree with everything you hate. Keep up the good work. Troy Stemple in San Diego, California. Or California. Is it California?
California.
Cheers.
Brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Daily What don't exist no more. So,
yeah.
Sorry about that. I've stopped doing it. But you jump off of the Daily What, get onto Whatcast, and I'll still do the Whatcast Extra, which is similar to the Daily What.
Yeah.
Anyway. I couldn't call it the Daily What and do it once a month. It doesn't make no sense, does it?
I know, yeah.
I still do that on the Tube of You. Anyway, so my hate of the week this week is on a similar, sort of similar, as in current events.
Yeah.
But what about this one here, quickly? Adam, leave for new MP.
I would make one shit MP. Because I've been...
You claim that you got like some bird at your gym that's like well high up in the
she's
in the government.
She is she's coming to that actually.
But you said it was Ugly Patel for a minute.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was pulling your leg. It weren't Patel.
Yeah, I know. You told me after, but you didn't tell me who it was because it's some completely irrelevant, unheard of bird.
No, she's been on. She's
at
been
8
on
rows
TV.
back.
Yeah.
Did you recognise her from the telly then?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, my hate of the week this week. What's going on here? My hate of the week this week is Harry and Meghan.
Mate, they've been my hate of the year.
Every time I see them, I think.
What?
I also think.
What?
I also think.
Get your ass out of here.
I also think.
Oh, what a clothesline!
I think all of them things whenever I see them. But the reason it's worse this week than ever is because there's news about them today, and it was on the radio this morning, that they've been paid a fortune to have like an Osborne style show, right?
Oh God!
Right, so they're going to have this show. Obviously, they want to be watched. Cameras following around everywhere, and all this. This is the couple that that moved out of the UK because they didn't want cameras in their face all the time.
Yeah, where's the UK?
UK of you here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Beeping in the background. I can't stand him. I hate the fact that the way he follows her around. I hate how fame hungry she is while pretending she's shunning the spotlight.
Yeah.
I probably have told you before, and if I haven't, I'm going to tell you now. And this isn't me name dropping. She messaged me on the Twitter back in the day. Meghan.
Did she?
Yeah,
really?
And this is how I know. Like when Piers Morgan, I don't like him, but when Piers Morgan talks about her, saying what a social climber she is, as she'll get to one, she's so desperate to be known, to be famous. She was in Cheers. Fuck, talk about Suits. She was in Suits. I used to watch Suits, right? Yeah. And all I did was I wrote on the Twitter one day, going back years ago, before she was in Suits, but she wasn't with Harry or anything.
Yeah.
And I put on there, does anyone know when this new series of Suits is starting in the UK? It comes on a UK TV because I liked it. And she's searching her own name and the hashtag of Suits, messaged me and told me it was September the something or another. And it was
really?
her. And I thought, who's that? And it was Meghan Markle. And I clicked on it. I thought, fuck me, she's in it.
Yeah.
She's trying to get me to watch it. Like, that's how unfamous she felt then. And then she's gone up, and now she's in the royal family. So I don't like people like that are like literally trying to like beg, please watch my show, please make me famous, all this sort of bollocks. And now she's finally gone, she's got him to move away from his home country. Don't know where they're living now. But she's all we want to do is live a normal life with our kids and just we don't want to be in the spotlight. Yeah, by the way, we'll do the Osbournes. We'll do Hogan Knows Best. Yeah. Come here. We'll do this. We'll do one of these shows. So how disingenuous is that bollocks?
I know. Like what he come out with is like, we just want our privacy and things like that. So
does it sound like that?
So you've made your own podcast, mate. You're writing a fucking book. You got the press all over you all the time, and now you want your own fucking Osborne's fucking documentary, fucking reality TV show bullshit, whatever it's all about.
But could you imagine that though? Because like they would, as if they would let people, like film them walks and all. Like they wouldn't, would they? It'd be like, no, turn it off for this, cut that bit out. We don't want anyone to just wanted to see us looking like a perfect family and all this bollocks.
Yeah, that's what it all
Did she ever get
like,
investigated for bullying the staff at the because she's so all for equality? Unless they're a cleaner, then she'll just talk to them like shit anyway.
Well, apparently, there was, I don't know how far the investigation went, but there was an investigation because don't you remember there was something on the TV about it saying like somebody said to her like, there's claims of you bullying your staff. Was it the Oprah Winfrey one?
Yeah, I don't know if they mentioned it on there, but it came out before that. But I just like, I just don't like.
Nor do I.
But the thing is, you saying if this is the problem, like I don't like him either because he just follows her around. But he's also got a spine. He's got a mind of his own. Like he must be going along with it. And everyone goes, "I don't blame him. You blame her." Because if you say anything about her,
that's racist.
That's what everyone says about it.
But the thing is, it's like as well. I used to like Harry years ago before he even got involved with her because I thought to myself, you know, he's a bit of a twat going out in a Nazi uniform to a fancy dress party and shit like that. He's a bit of a boy. Do you know what I mean? Don't really give a fuck. And I just thought to myself, that's the kind of like down to earth person they need in the royal family, like Princess Diana was. Harry.
Yeah, but that's what I hated that about him though. Like I hated that when before he was with her, everyone would go, Harry, he's just like us. No, he ain't. I wasn't born into billions of everyone else's money.
No,
he's nothing like me.
But he's not. But he wasn't anything like us. But the thing is, he was a little bit more down to earth. He come across a little bit.
He was more down to earth when he was a kid because he was shorter.
Yeah,
but he's not now. Now he's simply a fucking
unbelievable clown.
That's what I think of him. If I seen him, I'd trick him. I'd try and get on his good side. So, H, how's it going, H? And I go, let's have a dance together, shall we?
Beautiful day in the neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood.
And then he'd turn around and I'd go, smash him over the fucking head with a bottle and leave.
Do you reckon he'll sing a bit of steps?
I ain't got any steps on here. What songs have I got on here? I'd have a party with Harry and I'd be good at it.
Yeah.
My lover's got no money. He's got his strong beliefs.
Hang on. I made it 1997 on the thingy, so I got this one.
That first song you played.
What's that?
That first song my lover's got his money. He's got his. Does anyone know what she actually says there?
Strong beliefs.
Yeah, but everyone says if you
know what Corpse says. You know Corpse. You know what he says.
Yeah,
what he thinks the words are.
Go on.
She wakes up in the no. That was Terry Ellis.
Yeah.
Do you remember Terry Ellis? She wakes up in the morning, gets on her trampoline, and Coulson says, my lover's got no money. She's got a what's it called?
Trampoline.
No. What's the tambourine instrument? Fuck is that? Yeah. Yeah. Side foot, yeah. Side foot in football, side foot in dance. That one.
I'm surprised I ain't got Bruce on here.
I ain't got Bruce, no, I got rid of it. Right, so we'll quickly do Adam's one then. So when Adam said about he was so Adam's just made a load of crap up there about why he can't go to space. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah.
Always an excuse for you lot. So he's got. So what? He said. What was his hate of the week? I'm trying to scroll back to it now. I can't remember. Arseholes that shout. Hang on, this was his hate of the week. Arseholes that shout abuse at you in the car going past you. Yeah, I know. Why are they abusing you though, Adam? Like, was they actually like? Did you cut them up? Did you do something wrong, or was they just generally being twats? Because I know what you mean. Like when I was sort of the other day, I was coming through the town of the old Don of Baz, and I was the only one in the right lane. There's 3 lanes going around about. I started in the middle lane. I was going straight on. I was going on, and the bloke in this like, beep, beep, can't, and I just thought, pull over then.
Yeah.
You're about 3 stone.
Do you ever notice when you get beside them, they're just looking forward like that?
Yeah, they don't say nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just say this bloke. I looked at him and I thought I could spit and it would weigh more than you. Fucking drive on, mate. In their car. I always say this about people in their cars, though. It's like this protective bubble you've got around yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like in the street, what happens? 2 people, they start walking, and then when they go, which way are we going? Oh, we're silly, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
2 cars, yeah, fucking way, yeah, it's my right way, yeah.
When it's like the internet, isn't it? Keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking did. Like the amount of people I've asked to come onto Whatcast to say, like, they've called me a cunt and whatever in a comment section, will come on the show and we'll have a debate about, no, fuck off. Your show ain't big enough for me. Yeah, because you're well known, aren't you, mate?
I hate that.
0 followers.
Yeah. Your show ain't big enough. And I think to myself, well, fucking what have you done, mate?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
my show's not big enough, yet here you are in the comments section of it.
giving you all the fucking networking that they can give.
I shouldn't do any of that. I should just say this.
Ooh, you're hard.
And just move on with my life.
Yeah.
And then just do that for a laugh. Right. So anyway, do you got any ideas what we're going to be doing next week on this? Or
I don't know. I've not really had a chance to have a real think.
Right, to everyone listening, to everyone like on the live stream here, we will not be live streaming on next Friday, potentially next Wednesday, right, Lee?
Yeah, because I've got date night next Friday.
Be a bit earlier next Wednesday, about 5 or 6, something like that. Next Wednesday, if you want to come jump on that. The topic will get there. If anyone listening here or anyone on a podcast has got any topics you would like us to cover, let me know. Go into any social media at Whatcast and let me know. Or the email is Whatcast at Whatcast. Sorry, what is it? Whatcast@gmail.com. It's Whatcast with a K @gmail.com. Go there. I never use it, so I always forget what it is. Thanks.
Lee Ellen's come on a bit late. He's going to watch later.
I've come a bit late. Fucking, just about late. You fucking, just right an hour late. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Hang on, Lee. You have to go back. We're finishing up now, Lee. Thanks for coming down to the what's the name, the live stream. But we're going to wrap it up now. So thanks, Lee, for coming on. Water powered Lee, WPL this week.
Well, I was going to call myself Twaddle Lee.
Twaddle,
but, yeah.
I think that's what you're generally called, isn't it?
Do you know what? No, it is generally that I do talk a hell of a lot of twaddle. But hey, that's what makes me entertaining.
No, you do. You are entertaining.
My name is Swift.
Right, anyway.
The way you say that.
You know what made me laugh? So before we go here, what made me laugh this week? I'll say, like last week you mentioned that you post things and you think, why did I post that? I'm such a bellend for posting that. Well, this week you posted something and it said, do things for a cause, not for applause, or something like that. I think you sit there soaking in your applause for the entire show. Like, this is the reason that you're here. Can you post that? I mean, what the fuck's he talking about? He's all about the applause, this one.
Well,
he loves the applause.
I knew you would pick up on it.
Yeah.
Whenever I post anything, I think, is Matt going to pick up on this?
Yeah.
Probably.
But you do it anyway. You stop blocking me from the post soon.
No, I won't. I would never block you from the post because I just think like your honesty is like quite funny. Really, it just makes me laugh.
Honesty is the best policy.
How dare you?
He agrees with me.
Yeah, fuck off, Greta.
Me and the Gretmeister, we're in there.
Yeah.
Greta!
You just made the list again!
We're on again, just for popping up at the end there. Right, it's time to go. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll be back next week with another Whatcast, and I'll probably be back in the week for a Whatcast Extra, I'd imagine. I want to start doing more of them anyway. Don't forget the Patreon. We just recorded a show on the Tower of London, Tower Bridge, and the secrets of both, because we both did a different topic, so merged them together. And we had some ghost stuff on there and some other stuff you really will not know about these places in London, because I didn't fucking know until Lee told me, and I told Lee.
We're gonna look at them all. We're gonna look at them all.
Did I mention the Patreon's less than £1 a week? And you'd go and spend £4 on absolutely nothing and think, oh, it's only £4. but you won't get a Patreon. I don't understand you people. Well, anyway, thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week anyway. Adios for now.
See you later, mongrels.
You have been listening to Whatcast. Follow and contact us on the Twitter, the Book of Face, and the Gram of Insta at Whatcast with a K.